here we're given a function f of x equals negative 2 over x squared minus 5x plus 6, and we're simply asked to find the equations of the asymptotes. Now, we don't have a picture. We're just going to have to figure out what the equations are for representing the vertical and horizontal asymptotes. So we're going to break this up into two categories. Let's start with horizontal on the left side, and then vertical asymptotes on the right side. Okay, the horizontal asymptotes, for those, we check the degree. We're going to compare the degree of the top of our fraction to the degree of the bottom. Degree of the bottom. Okay. And the top is a constant, negative 2. So that's a 0-degree polynomial. The degree of the bottom, the highest power there is a second degree. So we've got the degree of the top 0, the degree of the bottom 2. So that means the degree of the top is less than the degree of the bottom. Now this means something according to the notes that we saw. When the degree of the top of a rational function, that's what we are, working with a rational function, basically fractional function. When the degree of the top is smaller than the degree of the bottom, that means that the horizontal line y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote. We'll call it h-ASY, horizontal asymptote. Okay, and in this case, that's what we have. We have y equals 0, so I'm going to go ahead and put a box around that. That is our horizontal asymptote. And now the test over here for the vertical asymptote is quite different. For that one, we have steps. Step 1, we're going to factor the function. So we get f of x equals negative 2 over, we'll factor by guessing the bottom. X is in the first position. X minus 2, x minus 3 will work. Okay, and then step 2, we're going to solve each of these guys set to 0. So we get x minus 2 equals 0, together with x minus 3 equals 0. This gives us x equals positive 2, and this gives us x equals positive 3. Now, I know we consider those just points, but right now we're looking at them as equations of vertical lines. So I cannot just answer by saying, oh, the answer for the vertical asymptote is 2 and 3. No, it's the equation of the vertical line, x equals 2, and the equation of the other vertical line, x equals 3. So these are my vertical asymptotes. They are the equations of my vertical asymptotes. So you see the difference? You have to compare the degree of the top and bottom in order to determine the horizontal asymptotes, and there are three different possibilities. We only use one here, so be sure to study the note. You might see the other possibility. It's either less than, equal, or greater than. In this case, it was less than. And for the vertical asymptote, set the bottom equal to 0 and factor. Set the bottom equal to 0 and solve, essentially, is what you're doing there. And we're done.